Hello, welcome everybody. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope people are doing well today. I am here with I am Yomidani Kumiko, famous streamer and VTuber the world over, and I'm here with Racc, famous raccoon the world over.
Yep, I'm in all the trash cans.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I should maybe like introduce myself like at the beginning of my streams. Like, hi, I'm Kumiko. At least I'm usually just like, hi, welcome. I don't know. Like, you all know who I am. Wait, I need to attract new people who don't know who I am yet. You'll be more of us lurking today. You have a lot of stuff to get through. That I imagined a lot of different things, like a lot of like dishes to get through, or a lot of manga reading to get through, or a lot of zombie hordes to get through. Like, it could be in a lot of things.
I like the zombie horde one.
I don't like zombie hordes.
I like the idea of it though.
Project Zomboid is cool.
Mm.
Let's see. Okay, I should be on. You should be able to get on now.
Mm-hmm. I'll finally see what you did to the Gleba and Gluben planet.
Gleepin' Gloppin' planet. Things are moving.
The moving and grooving.
Things are moving. And we got plenty of space fuel, or we got plenty of rocket fuel now. We have like 1,200 something.
Well, you made elongated a belt, so okay, yeah, I see, I understand.
I made the elongated belts because it takes like a minute for the bacteria to turn into iron, so it gives it time. But it's backed up right now because we have nothing using the iron and stuff we're making right now.
Mm-hmm.
Although honestly, it might be a better idea to just like import calcite and then like make molten. Although I wonder if that's worth it.
I'm trying to think what we could use all this for. I mean, obviously, one of the things is we get a HUD started.
Yeah, making some stuff we need. Although I don't think we need like a full HUD. We can probably just use a few different things. I really need to. I really need to set up like trading lines to have stuff regularly dropped off places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we could use foundries and calcite to turn the iron into molten iron, and then use foundries. And that would let us just cast stuff a lot easier, and you get like a huge productivity boost by using foundries. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have a ship come over here. Okay. Yeah, like honestly, if you want to make some stuff that uses the copper or iron, you can. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do to. I'm gonna drop off a bunch of calcite here, and I think. Steel plates. Yeah, like if we had stuff making the fast belts, that would be good. Although I should get started on Volcanus stuff making the turbo speed belts. I think Volcanus isn't really doing anything right now. Okay, I'm dropping off the calcite.
I'm just making sure that every place at the end has a spoilage.
Everything should have a injection for spoilage.
There was just this area right here that didn't.
Oh, then where?
Yeah, this wasn't here before.
Oh.
It's not a huge deal. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so
obviously the other thing is if we had steel production.
yeah, that's I need some steel. Hey fruit, welcome.
Also, I didn't say about hey bum.
And we have hey Badman. I don't know if I said that either.
It's a bumble.
Bama.
What's bumble?
Where are my furnaces?
Where's your bumble? Alright.
I'll send some assorted stuff down. That would be good to have more of. Like, we don't have a lot of bots, so... I'll like double the amount of bots we have. sure to keep enough bots in my inventory for my own purposes. Okay, there, we have more bots now.
SWAT.
How do I get oil products on here? Besides plastic. Well, we can get plastic and sulfur, but what else do you need from oil? I guess you don't need petroleum gas for sulfur. I guess we skipped the whole oil thing altogether, besides lubricant. Like, you don't use light oil, heavy oil, or petroleum. You don't need to, because you have recipes that make plastic bars and sulfur. And stuff that makes rocket fuel, so...
I'm just trying to think, would it be... How beneficial would it be to send some of this, either ore or plates, to other planets?
Not beneficial at all.
Okay.
All the other planets have ways of getting ore that would be easier than shipping this ore there.
Even if Novice runs out?
I mean, Novice can always find more ore patches.
Sure. I just don't know how consistent... Well, how... It's just a way I'm thinking to myself of, like, being able to dump off, like, a boatload of ore from here to there. Because, essentially, with the current design that we have now, we will never run out of copper, and we will never run out of iron. I don't know what resource we have right now that we're using that's limited.
Nothing is limited, but the more we develop on here, the more we have to defend it because the pentapods will attack, and we have to invest time and stuff into here. Where on Novice and other places, they all have ways to get ore. Like, I don't think ore is a good thing to transport by space. Just because also, like, raw capacity is 500, 10 stacks. Like, it's better to turn the ore into something, especially since, like, also you can get ore from space. Like, you don't even need to leave the planet to get ore. Like, you can even get copper from space.
I didn't read ahead on anything, so if that's the case, then understandable.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you can basically turn everything into molten. Let's see. Molten iron. That makes 281.3. like this will be enough.
I'm gonna go around and kill some pentapods then.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out what to do with our ore, like here.
I mean, if push comes to shove, we recycle it, but
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna need more Tesla ammo on a shipment.
How much Tesla ammo do you have left right now?
80.
80?
80.
I have 78. So we've used like 20 in the entire time we've been in Gleba, so...
That's because we haven't been fighting too much. We've been fighting some, but we haven't been fighting too much.
Yeah, we can get more. It's really quick to get more.
Also, the other obvious thing is that we can start on steel production here.
That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. Also, currently we have the Tesla ammo, which is good. But it's not like explosive rockets or anything. I feel like once the really big fuckers start showing up, we should probably look at culling them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fruit and Batman, we're checking out exactly how we want to, like, we have
Yeah, no, go ahead.
we have plenty of resources for things like iron ore and copper ore on this planet. To a degree, it's kind of ridiculous. So we're trying to figure out exactly how to like process that in a way that will actually make use out of it. I'm going around and I'm killing enemies because they're a pain in the ass. Oh, one of them big fuckers showed up. I don't know how dangerous you are.
Where? Oh, those guys aren't that bad. Those are the small ones.
No, one of the big...
The Stomper Pentapods?
Yeah, I know there's a small one, but I'm like... I don't know what it'll do to me if it catches me, so I'm like, I don't want to even test it. Whoa.
It does a little bit of damage. It wasn't really making its way through my, basic defenses. $93.75.
Alright. Got a lot of pentapod eggs.
Cool. Alright, that gives us 75, that makes 93. Yeah, let's see. We should have plenty for steel now. 150. Alright, we got steel being made. Why is this backed up? How did Bioflux get into the... Oh no, I know what happened. Bioflux was getting into the spoilage somehow, so everything got backed up.
Okay. Is it fixed now?
It's taking a little bit to get through.
Oh.
It has to work through them. Because if this backs up, then the nutrients stop being made, and then nothing, everything else in the factory shuts down.
Yeah, I might. Alright, I'll pick it up.
I just need to pick what up?
I picked up the spoilage.
Oh, no, don't worry about it as it was going through. I just need to figure out how the bioflux got onto the spoilage belt, because bioflux can't be burned.
Oh. Well, you can... I'm trying to think to avoid that in the future, and it would be... I got an idea. Just to make sure that nothing...
You can just make something that picks the bioflux off of the...
Or just pick something that doesn't pick up, spoilage.
Anything that's not spoilage?
Yeah, so yeah, it would pick up basically anything that's not spoilage off the belts.
Okay, yeah, that would work. There's, I made one right here.
I made two on the end. So purple chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I still want to figure out where that bioflux... That means an inserter is not...
Yeah, I made a fucky wucky whenever I was setting up stuff at the
Oh,
end.
I don't think it was you. I mean...
Oh. Alright, we got 44 biochambers. Pretty good.
Yeah, we should be good on biochambers now. Like... Okay. Molten copper. One, two, three. Let's see, one pipe. Alright, we got something making pipes now.
I put a splitter near where the nutrition is to make sure that more of it moves out rather than gets backed up. It's not the biggest thing in the world. Nothing along the line was going to get messed up by both sides of the belt being filled. There's only one side of the belt being filled. So, it doesn't change anything bad. It just it allows it to not get backed up. And nutrition gets everywhere. Since we already have filtration for spoilage, it's just something that allows both sides of the belt to be used. Looking at everything, nothing has been touched by that happening other than what is already getting nutrition is getting nutrition. But now, nutrition doesn't get backed up. All the filtration systems that we have for spoilage will take care of any kind of like spoilage backup, but this just allows both sides of the belt to be saturated same amount of nutrition should be able to head everywhere. So that's the only thing I changed, because I noticed that we're only using nutrition belt, one side of it.
Well, yeah, because we're only producing, like, how much nutrition? 4.17 nutrition, which is like less than half of a belt's worth, so...
Yeah, this just allows, when it's being put through other splitters, like, it just divvies up its freshness and everything. Like, everything seems to be moving pretty smoothly with it going this way.
Oh, it should be fine, thank you.
I was just letting you know what I changed. I don't want you to just be like, "What's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm just seeing where this is at relatively on the map, so I can start heading there. I wish the little dot that they made your character as, maybe there's a setting for it, but it seems so tiny and minuscule, and I'm just like, am I supposed to fucking see this shit? Especially with all the radars and everything. I'm sure what I need to do is turn it off. Do you hurt?
Do I what?
Oh, I was talking about a little Gleba fucker.
Oh.
It was one of the bigger ones. I'm like, you hurt me?
Alright. Oh, there's more cloud looking. Not too big right now, but...
Whoop.
So the agricultural science packs require 1 bioflux and 1 pentapod egg. And they have a spoil time of 1 hour. So essentially from the time of creation we have to get them to novice to research. Gamer.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
I just realized we have solar panels.
Oh
We
yeah.
could be using.
Yeah, but solar is only 50% as effective here, so we don't really need it.
No, I'm just. We have them here. We might as well put them down. It's one of those. Sure, they're not ultra efficient, but I'd rather not neglect them because, like, there's no reason to not have them down if we already have them here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Why are the belts backed up? Okay, now it's moving.
I believe we ran out of blue belts.
I have a lot of blue belts in my inventory.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Huh?
I looked and I'm like, wow, what happened to all the blue belts? And I didn't know you took them all. I was just making note of it because I'm like, it would be a good idea that if we ran out, we should get more.
Well,
Essentially.
I'm about to start making more.
Okay. I like the music on this one.
Yeah.
It's pretty swag.
circuit. I read about something that I want to implement circuit-wise. An RS latch.
The RS latch?
An RS latch.
An RS latch.
RS latch.
I was like, oh! Logistics network is kind of getting overwhelmed with the amount of spoilage we have.
Where's the spoilers coming from?
I don't know, but it's like there's like a giant amount of them right here.
Oh, it's because it's taking it from the. It's because the bacteria starters don't go onto the main burnage belt, so I just have them taking the spoilage away. I can add more robo parts so they have more charging.
I just realized it feels like forever for me that Novice has had a some attacked.
Oh yeah, because I don't think our base is very busy right now.
I choose to believe it's because we wiped out their entire homestead and they're weak.
That could be it too. Okay, read temperature T. $650. Set. T greater than 800, reset. Alright, I think I did it.
I did it. You the best.
Oh. Except I wired it to the wrong ones. Alright. So that's... Let me test it.
Oh, I see. There's a little nest up here. Now there isn't.
Now there's no nest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, James.
Hey, welcome, James. Hey, Tommy.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out where you put that other turret. It said one turret got destroyed. I guess if I walk over there, it'll automatically place the turret down to replace it.
One
But I thought
turret
it was...
got destroyed?
Yeah. That was the indicator I heard. This one I just filled up. I don't see a turret here, so I'm gonna place a turret down.
Vent upon egg and water. Seconds crafting time.
Okay.
Probably want to build some red ammo.
Well, that's a lot of solid fuel. Yeah, I'm trying to decide right now how far I want to branch out and take out enemy bases, because I'm not sure exactly how they aggro. Do they aggro via the spores?
I'm not sure.
Well, I've taken out everything seemingly until I see more that's in the spore area, and from there, they could stay the fuck out.
We could use more foundries. God, we have 28k uncommon ore, or uncommon coal. 3.2k, 3.2k rare coal, yeah.
Huh.
Eventually I'll set up deliveries back and forth between our planets. Alright. Oh, crap. The music in Gleba is interesting.
Pretty good.
Oh, this requires a lot of jelly.
What I changed this time is I made it just to where, very simply, where the iron and everything goes, it allows everything but spoilage. Because right now spoilage sometimes gets onto the ore belts, and I'm just trying to circumvent that problem.
Oh, it requires a lot of 80 jelly for 40 lubricant.
Well, we got plenty of jelly.
What was it that I needed?
okay.
Do we have any productivity modules?
I don't think so.
Oh, our Gleba factory is coming along. How's our spores looking? Funny thing is, the big pentapods don't actually care about walls. They'll just ignore the walls.
They'll just get in there. All right.
Turbo transport belts. Yeah, as I need to craft a lot of turbo. Like, we should upgrade to green belts eventually.
Mm-hmm.
This will be my future awesome ship. Let's see. Should be getting some more belts, but we'll start making belts on Gleba soon. Advanced asteroid processing. Yeah, I want to get that.
Oops.
Sounds like people doing yard work.
Where's this leading to?
Alright, I'm starting production back up on Volcanus.
Sweet.
Let's see, we're full up on rocket fuel at this point. Need to start making plastic.
Right now, my biggest priority is, while you're doing that, is figure out how to just make these belts flow a little bit more cleanly. And just like trimming off design.
Let's see. Okay. Do you have any plans for Thanksgiving, Racc?
Oh, I actually don't know. Like, a lot of my family have sort of like ambiguity in their plans, so I'm just sort of sitting here like, I know that that I might have a few things lined up, but for the most part, nothing really.
Oh, okay. I might be doing a little bit of family stuff.
Understandable. 'Tis the season.
Indeed.
What in the skibbity toilet?
What in the skibbity toilet?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I'm processing some of this design. Like, I'm trying to put less inserters to grab off the belt line and instead place in at specific points where it would be advantageous to have just what am I thinking of? Splitters for spoilage. So I'm trying to do that right now.
Splitters, how?
Like, the splitters will pull the spoilage and let the belts run cleanly without any interference. So if there is spoilage, it will begin to pull it. Like, there will still be grabbers at endpoints to help keep spoilage off the end of belts and like make the belts move. But as they go through certain points, spoilage will be filtered through the splitters and instead go into the mass area that we have for spoilage to go.
Okay.
Because the way I see it, as long as I like build everything around the spoilage line that we have, we can repurpose that spoilage line for other things.
Like what?
Like maybe some kind of, you want to put it into reproduction and again or something. Like, essentially all spoilage is, to me, in my mind, is this this planet's version of a coal. You know, it's a really basic item used to fuel certain things, to make certain things, but the only thing that's really important is making sure, like with very early designs, you want coal veins running through all your furnaces. Spoilage, similarly, I feel that you just want a nice vein of it that runs through your production, so you don't have to keep second guessing and thinking where it is. And so since we have the spoilage sort of trash line through the making of all our production, we can use that to our advantage if we need to look at repurposing it for anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that everything flows correctly in that direction. Obviously, our one heating tower, our singular heating tower, is like the main way that we take care of it.
Yeah, we might need a second one eventually, but...
I mean, right now, the other one I can think of, which I can build right now, is just connecting it to these steam engines.
Connecting what?
Connecting the end of the spoilage line to the steam engines, because it's inefficient, but it does help empty out some of the spoilage. I'm like, there's no reason to run it. It's like, it's already been built. We might as well let it do its thing. And it's not like it's destroying any kind of like power production we have. Hell, like it's the only reason that we have the spoilage at the end here is just to dump it because we have rocket fuel to really make this heating tower go burr. But for now, I'm just like, you know what? Let's just connect this so as spoilage increases, we can think about it less. And if it turns more into a problem, we can do the second heating tower. But for now, I'm like, oh, I'll just do this so we don't even have to think about it.
Okay.
I know one of the major issues with Gleba right now is like, how do you keep things constantly moving? How do you do this? How do you do that? So I'll focus on just trying to make that work.
I need to put... Yeah, I have to make sure spoilage doesn't get onto other stuff.
That's why I'm trying to reroute belts to make sure that everything's flowing like... As soon as there's spoilage, it goes straight into spoilage areas. Like... We can... do one of these. Put one of these here. And dang it. I want to put a splitter here. Filter spoilage on the right. And then we connect to it. So we won't need this anymore.
Alright, I have low density structures starting to be made.
Groovy.
I should make advanced circuits too. So we'll be able to get off of Gleba eventually, soon.
Because what I figured is like the moment that things spoil on the end, they turn into spoilage. And if you set a splitter at the end to filter out spoilage in a specific direction, stuff that's like generally the oldest will be at the end of the line, and they will turn into spoilage first, and so it'll naturally filter itself into the spoilage line.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to set things up to do that. Not that there won't be kinks for a while, but if everything goes by process of like freshness, then it will auto-correct itself. Basically, the further down the line you get, the least fresh it is, and that's what makes it do its thing.
Yeah. Alright, I have a steady production of low density structures now.
Nice.
How should I make advanced circuits?
Okay, there it is. We weren't making mash, and so I was like, why? And then I saw why. We just did the Madani Kumiko for it.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta turn my brain off a bit. So chat, what are y'all's Thanksgiving plans? Because like I said, I don't have much. I have some cooking I have to do with my family that I know of, but other than that, like my plans are kind of open.
Yeah, I might be doing some cooking. I don't know what I'm gonna cook yet though. Maybe mashed potatoes or mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. I know me and my family, we like to get together and do big cooking together. So that's always fun. My family did the big cooking. My family about did one of the most trashiest things in my opinion. But I'm like,
What's that?
Mother, this is unforgivable. And that was for Christmas one year. We just went to Waffle House.
Oh, that's funny.
I looked her dead in the eyes. I'm like, we're this family, huh? We're this family. She's like, what? Waffle House is good. I'm like, I know. But on Christmas? The Waffle House? I was like, this is by far the trashiest thing we could have done.
What? Waffle House is good.
Waffle House is good. Waffle House is just a trashy thing to do.
On Christmas, yeah, maybe.
It is my family. The fucking one raccoon looks to the other and is like, well, why don't we do the trashy thing? I'm like, I guess. I guess. Yeah, we normally like to do cooking because as I talk to my family about it, I'm like, we're civilized. We don't have to rely on the Waffle House to feed us for our sustenance. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, trash giving. Because that's what it feels like. That's what it feels. Huh.
Go to Luby's. I've heard of Luby's.
My mother once did ask me, it's like, well, how do you feel about going out to this area? I'm like, bad, trashy. She's like, why? I'm like, because it's trashy. It's trashy, it's gross. I'm like, it's gross, it's gross, it's gross. It's gross, there's no reason for us to act this way. Right. This got so backed up, it had copper ore in it.
What did?
So, the filters for the, copper bacteria, which means this needs to actually be set to spoilage blacklist. Nope. Did not mean to put those up. I put something wrong up. It's okay. I'm gonna fix it. But right now these have bacteria as their only output. But if they get stalled, they'll have ore in them and nothing will come out. So instead, placing a filter for spoilage to be blacklisted is how we will keep it from, yeah. Honestly, it doesn't kind of matter because at the end of this production, I set up something specifically to keep that from happening.
Why is this rotating around?
Because it was getting stalled and it was just spoiling. So when it rotates back around, it actually shoves down. So like it at least moves, and so because of that, it allows the spoilage to be filtered out. Like, it may seem just like a carousel. I'm not gonna deny that, but my logic is as long as the belts move, they're more likely to filter out and be using stuff. Like, you can undo it if you want. That's why this is the only place I've done this to see if it works better, and it seems to produce less spoilage and more what we want.
Yeah, we don't actually need these right now.
Need what?
These iron bacteria starters. They're only meant to exist to start these ones going. Once these are going, these don't need to run at all.
Sure. We should have a way we turn them on and off, because sometimes when the belts get backed up, they do a fucky wucky.
Yeah.
My favorite of the Poppy Playtime characters is Fucky Wucky. And I just, yeah, I merely set it up so if we have basically a, what is it? I guess it's just a starter to help it all work. And you know what? Fruit, I will agree with you on Waffle House's prices. It's very similar to how Arizona tea is reliable. You know, if no one got me, Arizona tea got me with its prices. I can't be that family who shows up at the Waffle House like, this is normal. Me, I'm human all the time. And I'm like, no, like, this is trashy. We've done a trashy thing. Oh my god, our spoilage is backing up. Well, fuck it.
It's putting. Why is it putting in rocket fuel when it's?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's because the temperature got too low.
Alright, yeah, like I said, I will just... We'll just put a silly amount of store. You know, storage boxes being here makes sense anyways. For them in specific. I'm not gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. Cool. As I tell most people, so I have a very particular opinion about Waffle House. I have a very particular set of feelings about it, which is, I know a lot of people like to be funny and be like, Waffle House is where you have dinner and a show, and I'm like, Waffle House is hollowed ground. If you fight, and if you do evil at a Waffle House, which is mainly comforting vibes, the closest thing you'll get to home cooking at a chain restaurant, a diner, and it's just a comfortable place that doing bad there is evil. I'm not bad, evil, and you won't see the gates. And so I do not think anybody who partakes in a violence at a Waffle House should ever see the light of heaven. And so I have strong feelings. And so if you go to a Waffle House and incite violence, and I'm like, why? Yeah, they turn around because, like, it's hard. Okay, so the beauty of the story I'm about to tell is, even if you were to look this up, you would not be able to tell which Waffle House I'm talking about. So at my Waffle House, someone came in with a gun to rob the place, right? One of the chefs was like, nah, and shot the robber. The robber went to the next town and apparently died from not getting their injuries treated. This person came in with a weapon, and I'm like, purchase, sold, and taken out. So, Waffle House has quite of a reputation of nah though. And I appreciate them for that, because same. Nah though.
Novice though.
And everybody that I have personally spoken to that works at Waffle House. The best part is I work right next to a Waffle House, and we have good relations with them. And which is, I'm like, that is essentially my version of church tithing, where I'm like, I need to make sure I say my grace and everything, and it's the Waffle House. It's a beautiful place. Waffle House is where you go to when you're either drunk and you need a comforting place to just chill for a little while, or you need to just get away from things, and you need to just... Waffle House, especially since the bars closed down, with the ability to smoke inside of them, which means I have no reason to ever go to a bar other than to overpay for my food. They don't let me smoke in there anymore, and I'm like, there's no point. There's no point. There's no point. I don't need to be here anymore. So instead, I go to Waffle House because the food's much better, much cheaper, and fulfills the role of getting me sober, or letting me just sit in existential dread for a while and not have to worry about anything. Yeah, exactly, Fruit. And it's, if anybody ever is like, oh, let's go, it's like, we're gonna go fight at the Waffle House, I'm like, you will not see the gates. You're an evil person with evil in your soul. Oh no, they were totally fine. Like, because of the reputation that not only my area has, but also Waffle House itself, that cook is still there. I got to high-five him. But Waffle House is a sacred place. Anybody who goes there to do debauchery, what is that song by Johnny Cash? God's gonna cut you down. I'm like, I feel that whenever anybody does debaucherous things at a Waffle House. I'm like, this is a sacred, beautiful place. What? Why? Why have you done this? Like, Waffle House existing just by itself, don't fuck with nobody. Especially, I've heard that when people are like, you know, they may bash up a joint. There has been several times throughout history, people will walk outside and be like, wait, it's a Waffle House. And people stop. People just like, we're gonna bash up this store. And it's like, but not the Waffle House. And people are like, you know what, you're correct. That's it, bottom text, story ended. It's a beautiful thing.
You can make Tesla turrets as an alternative to laser turrets.
They'll be amazingly useful here. Yeah, Waffle House is comfy. Anybody's like, ew, Waffle House. I'm like, you are an evil person with an evil soul, and I don't want to be near you because the taint on your very being will deprive me of God's light. Please don't come near me. They're like, God damn. And I'm like, I meant every bit of that. That was not rehearsed. That came out of my heart.
I don't actually have that much experience with Waffle House.
It's a nice place. Another one is Martin's. We got Martin's where I live. And okay, what I'm about to say is foul. No, well, the overall positive parts is they have everyday homemade biscuits. So you get your biscuits, and it's amazing. But there's a very particular thing that I like about them, and that is the fact that they've got something I like to call the metal shavings in the Coke, which is baller. It's hard, and I understand for people to accept that. They're like, excuse me, what? I'm like, no, wait, hear me out. I know that sounds horrible. I know that sounds horrifying, but Martin's has a particular kind of dirty ass pipes that has the flavor of metal shavings, and for some reason it makes the Coke there taste better. I need to get my tetanus shot probably, but other than that, like, I live my life for happiness. I want my metal shaving Coke. It's reasons like this that I also pick a raccoon to be. Or just am. It just be that way. That's what's bringing it here.
What?
I was wondering why in the in the spoilage belt we were getting jelly, and it's this little line here that runs underneath these like pipes, and I don't understand.
Yeah, I just put that there.
Oh, you meant to put that there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll put it back. It was just pulling jelly out of it and put it directly into spoilage. But you were right here. Because there was it was going like this, and there was a grabber hand pulling it off of here right into spoilage.
Well, that's because there was spoilage over here.
Oh, is that the only reason?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just it was a deadline. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna make excuses for my actions. I just like that the Coke at Martin's has a metal taste to it. It's as the New Age would say, it's comfy. I got the comfy metal flakes in my Coca-Cola. But Martin's makes like... I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. They make like hearty old people breakfast. Like, here's this fried steak and like 2 eggs, grits, and a giant biscuit in the morning. Like, it's like coal mining food, and I fucking love it. And they are like not open past like what, 4 or 5 p.m. Like, they're about to close. they start their workday at like something like 5 or 4 a.m. Yeah, that's what I mean. Fruit is like there's something about like the slightly metal taste that also works with. Look at all them green circuits. There's something about the metally taste that complements Coca-Cola. I have no excuses for my actions beyond I like that.
Yeah, I'm moving the circuits. Now that I have electromagnetic plants, we can make all kinds of stuff.
E. I will admit, additionally, the kind of person I am is kind of foul. It's raccoon. You can't be too surprised. But I drink vodka on ice, and that's pleasant to me. That is unironically pleasant to me.
I'm not good with alcohol.
That's understandable. I do my best to live my values. Yeah, I used to have a routine where I would wake up, I would have a glass of vodka and a cigarette. Now I just have coffee. It's small improvements that makes the world a better place. But yes, oh god. Whoa.
Yeah.
I see you fucking around with Flubber over there.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, there's this chasing me. A little ball of... Now they all want to charge.
Come. Like, part of the reason I sound the way I do is I horribly damaged my throat with everything that I did to myself. And alcohol is definitely a contributing factor to that. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, like, quality of life things. I think, I don't think anybody would disagree that smoking's not good for you. But however, I would also hazard to the guess that most people want to live their life in their own sense of values and not be pontificated to. So for me, the way I see it is I just want to live life to what I believe is my ideal. And if other people have different ideas about that, then so be it. Right. Okay.
Oh.
It's I won't tell anybody not to live life in a healthy manner. Like, I go to the gym. I try to make sure I get my cardio along with my strength workout. I try to balance my calories and my nutrition and everything. You know, I make an effort to try and live at least healthily. But there's so many variables out there for your health that I'm like, you can't worry about it to such an extreme you no longer have a quality of life. So for me personally, I live my life within reason to try and be healthy, but I'm like, I have a lot more important things going on than just put myself in a position to where I only live life healthily. I'm like, I got other things I worry about.
Mm-hmm.
But I can respect people that are like, you know, I just want to live life healthily no matter what. I'm like, you're probably just right. You're probably just correct. I just like being trashy. That's my lot in life. And I feel like maybe my specific desires in that are on the more far end, but I feel everybody does that. Like sometimes you want just a really low quality cheeseburger, right? Like sometimes you want the apparently over $3 McDouble now. Sometimes that's what's going to hit the spot.
I just had McDonald's today.
McDonald's, dang. What was that? Oh. Obsession with eating foods that one considers healthy.
So obsessed with clean eating, they wouldn't freaking eat.
See, that's the other end of it that concerns me, because it's like, I don't mind someone eating in a healthy fashion, but when it's like if you go with some friends and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have some fried foods, and then they have to pass out for like half an hour. I'm like, you know, maybe this ain't working out in the same way that you think it is. So I feel when people do that, they do that at a huge detriment to themselves, and maybe they should consider other avenues. But you want to live healthy. You don't want to live so healthily that you don't know how to digest anything. It has many proverbs of like anything in excess is unhealthy. Even obsession with healthy food. Smoke per day. It'll depend on what I'm doing. I smoke more at work. That's just a given. But if I'm not at work, like so far today, I think 2 cigarettes.
I'm watching the bacteria turn.
Which one?
All this bacteria turn into iron.
Mm-hmm. The main one we're worried about right now is his copper, but it's starting to fill up.
What are we worried about with copper?
Copper was a little bit more in a rough place for a while, but now it's getting back up there.
Well, now it's getting worse. Like, we want it to be in a rough place because we want to use it.
I mean, sure, but I just mean... Oh, no. It wasn't even making with the starters anything. So it wouldn't even jumpstart making the production of iron or even copper ore on either side. Because these were set to only pull out germs, and there was ore in the outbox and everything. Well, the output. It wasn't, the starters weren't able to go, so none of this was running. At work, by the way, like, I think it's better to measure by, I smoke like a carton every 2 to 3 weeks. Additionally, cigarettes are cheap here. It's like my brand of cigarettes is $50 a carton. So
That's
it's like
pretty cheap.
Well, for what it is, and they're Lucky Strike shorts. I know somebody was trying to quit, and I'm like, do not smoke Lucky Strikes. Do not smoke Lucky Strikes. You'll be pulled in.
Why is that?
They're cheap. They're the right amount of harsh, but also tasty. And if you don't want to smoke, they're the best counter argument of like, but do though, and it's like, damn. I usually only recommend Lucky Strikes to people if I feel like they're responsible enough with their habits that they can do it. I used to smoke Marlboros, but then they got expensive, and honestly, they're... So I used to roll my own cigarettes. And I still have the machine, I still have everything to do it, but after doing that and going to Marlboro and everything, Marlboro is like... I don't know, it don't taste as good. Yeah, like $100 for a carton is, for me, wild. Yeah, I used to be specific, I used to smoke menthols, and then I switched to Reds, and now I smoke Reds. Yeah, I ain't never about to make the argument of like, it's good. And I'm like, it's not good, but I think there's a big difference between living your life in such a healthy way that you don't enjoy anything or do anything, and the difference between, for example, what I do. I'm like, do I live in a completely healthy manner? No. But I'm like, I feel like I balance things out that no one could complain. I mean, again, that's part... I smoked... since I was about 23, 22. Maybe a little bit before that. I smoked menthols for a majority of life, and there are ways to circumvent it, but I did not take care of myself during that time to circumvent those problems, and it screwed my throat up. Luckily, luckily it works out for me. Yeah, if I need to quit, there are just other variables where I'm like, smoking is the least of my worries. So, smoking and complications from that are the least of my worries. So I'm just
I
like,
didn't want to stop here.
yeah, it's been a pretty productive time. Like, what we got more ore processing done and everything. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I think our main processing hub for everything is at a healthy area now.
Yeah, as long as we're continually producing crops, it's fine. And we're full of seeds, so...
We have the means to keep a lot of our produce going. Actually, our... it's kind of funny, our jelly nut it's kind of over the top. We can't do much more with the jelly.
There's more we can do with it. I need it for sulfur.
Oh, yeah,
Or no, I might need the Yumiko mesh for sulfur.
Like, currently, our HUD has not much to do with jelly, but we can add on to it, obviously. Yeah, generally I've lived my life under the assumption that unless you really know somebody, you can't really state what's best for them. And the best course of action is to let people live their lives in accordance with their values, within reason. Because then, who knows, maybe somebody's got a way of looking at this all differently and they're just right. And I'm like, that'd be cool. That's learning. That's like what makes life worth, in my opinion.
There. That'll give a sink for the jelly for a long time.
That's a lot. That's a lot of jelly juice.
Jamba juice.
Oh, it just makes lubricant. I'm disappointed. I'm gonna go shoot something. It's supposed to be jelly juice.
I mean, lubricant is jelly juice.
It's just, I mean, God dang it. 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 Chat, I can't shoot the HUD. I'm in distress.
You can't shoot what?
I can't shoot the base. Then take out my frustration.
Why not?
No. Min spacebar doesn't work.
Hold down shift.
I was about to be like, chat while I live. And I'm like, oh, hallelujah. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where what am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You haven't barely lived yet. I will take from you. That belt's about to break, right?
Can I shoot you? Uh-oh, we're blowing stuff up.
It's alright, you got
I think we blew up some of the bots.
That's okay, they can be replaced. They don't have names.
I named all of them.
Alright. Name 5 robots.
We got Marlboro, Newport.
Behold.
Lucky Strike, Virginia Slims.
And El Paso.
I named them all after cigarettes.
I'm like, I whip out the full
500
name.
logistic bots.
I whip out the full name whenever they do something bad. I'm like, full bold flavor menthol blue American spirit. You get back over here.
Oh my god.
I like that.
Oh, you want to see how much seeds we have?
Sure.
Look at this. Look at these boxes.
God. We might want to take the excess and do something with those. Can we burn them?
No, no.
Why?
Well, one,
Huh?
it is burnable, but why would you burn it? I mean, we needed to plant more if we want to expand.
I don't know if we need like 2 more boxes in it. But don't worry, I grabbed the seeds as a joke, but I brought them over here.
Okay.
It was fun having you fruit. While we process fruit. Wait, wait.
gonna hop off for a bit. I'm glad you guys had fun. Yeah, I think we're gonna end here. A good stoppage point. Made some good progress with Gleba. Hopefully we can get science going soon and then get the Gleba research and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway. Sorry you had to deal in business, bad man. But I hope you guys have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening. I'll see you guys later. Have a good... I already said that. What else do I say? Otskumi. I've been trying to push that lately, but... But yeah, that's it. Anyway, bye! Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Iris,
Bye, bye-bye.